Okay. Yeah. Somebody wanted to join now. How will I admit audio would be admit audio would be okay. So please just mute yourself. Welcome to. I believe you guys can see my screen. Okay. Welcome to day six programming course Connect Academy tutorials. Okay, we have done six classes now, and you guys, this is week two, the end of week two. So we'll have more weeks remaining, we'll have more days remaining. I believe that if we should, I encourage you guys to be consistent in programming, be very consistent, and continue reading. Yeah, once one day all this will be over, and you'll see where you have actually reached if you obeyed me and be consistent. Now, so what are we going to do? We're going to continue from what we were doing yesterday. And if you can remember, I was talking something about this stuff, adding how to join two strings together using the plus symbol. You can go to our YouTube page and watch the video before this one, like before this class one, for you to understand what we were doing yesterday. So things like this we were doing yesterday. So today we are going to finish everything up, and that will be the next week we'll enter a new topic. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are going to do operator overloading. Now, what is operator overloading? When you use, okay, operator overloading is when you use the plus symbol for two different things, in the sense of you can use your plus symbol for arithmetic operations, and you can also use the plus symbol for string concatenating. Ah, this grammar is always giving me problem. String concatenation, yeah, just joining two strings together. I've told you guys that for you to join two strings together, is that you use the string method concatenate, or you use the plus symbol. Most people they use the plus symbol, so it's just like joining two strings together. And you can also use the plus symbol to add two things together. But now this plus symbol is doing two things, adding two numerical values together, and you can use to join two strings together. Now the question is, what if they are now mixed, both strings and numbers? What will happen? That is when we'll now talk of operator overloading. When an operator is used for two different things. Like now, everybody, I hope you can see my cursor. This part now, 4 plus 36. If you declare your variables and you type 4 plus 36, is going to give you is going to give you 4 plus 36 is going to give you 40. You see the result 40. Like if you declare, assuming, okay, let's go to IntelliJ. You say, int c equal to 4 and int d equal to 36, and int results or int sum, anything you want to write, equal to 4 plus 36. Then you say system.out.print. You remember, you put your brackets. They have options for you here. You're seeing the options, but anyone, this just put your brackets, no need of pressing enter. Put your brackets, and what are you going to type inside? Whatever you are going to print. If you type C inside, here, remember that it's 4 that is going to be your answer, because you are printing out C. But now want to print the sum of these two things. So I'm going to type the variable we declared for the sum of these two things for the addition of these two things, which is sum. So we're going to put sum inside the brackets and we're going to run it. If this thing is not highlighted, if this thing cannot be clicked, maybe because you're running it for your first time, you click run here. When you click run, which class is that? Practice. Okay, you click run here, you click run down, and it's practice you click because why is it practice? Some people ask why it's not crew hotel. Okay, you guys have not actually reached this stage, because I'm actually, you guys have not actually reached this stage because I'm actually running. I have two classes that are running my things. Please just mute yourself. Okay, so so because of this, remember I told you, I think in your day two, though I will still explain all these things, those I will still explain it in the future classes that are going to hold. This stuff is used to run your, once you type this stuff, you're telling your computer that okay, from here, from after you type this stuff, whatever is inside this bracket is what you want to run. And so you guys don't actually really need to know those stuff, but just know that it's something you'll be typing if you want to perform any of your operations. So now this is what we are going to run. When you click sum, you put your system.out and you put sum inside, you click run, and because of this stuff here is inside your practice class, so run practice, and your stuff is going to run, is building, okay, all this is takes time to run, but you know that once you do it, once this thing finish processing, your answer is going to be 40. Nobody needs to tell you, it's just common addition, 4 plus 36. Now, so what were we trying to say? Well, we are trying to explain operator overloading when your plus is used for what, or if it's nice to add string and 4 together, and sorry, string and a number together. Now, before I continue, I'm going to tell you guys something. When programs execute instructions from left to right, not from right to left, what am I saying? First of all, from up to down, then from left to right. That is, if your program starts executing from here, okay, I don't know if I should remove this comment. Okay, let me just leave it. Assuming this code now is executable, like it's okay. See, the addition has already come 40. Assuming this code is executable, this is a code. I put it in comment so you can't run it. And if I remove these two things now, the program will be able to run. But because we're not using that code, I try to like hide it. So, but let's use this as an example. Your program runs like this, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. That's how your program runs. You understand? So your program cannot run from here to here. What am I saying? Example now. Assuming here now we have plus 7 plus 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 plus. Your computer will not start calculating from here 3 plus 3 plus 43 plus 5 plus 7. No, it's going to start like this. Int sum equal to, okay, 4 plus 36, it will calculate it. 36 plus 7, the sum plus 5, the result plus 43. You understand? To say 4 plus 36, the sum it got plus 7, the data result it got plus 5. So it runs like this. So it does not run like this. It runs from left to right. That is what it's saying. It runs from left to right. Now see, notice that the expression 30 plus this string. Remember yesterday I was talking of, if you have not watched the last video, you need to watch it. This thing is a string. This space here is a string. String are like alphabets. B is a string, E is a string, space is true as strings, and plus is used to join two symbols. Now, notice that the expression misses numerical values and a string. We learnt it in the former slide that the plus symbol is used to concatenate string. For example, before we come to here first, before we even come here sef, you see that here now, if you type this thing now in your system, like after declaring Benjamin and Franklin to their variables, if you add this plus here, this plus now means that it's going to print it as Benjamin space Franklin. Benjamin space Franklin. Now, remember, if you have not watched the last video, I think you need to watch it for you to understand what I'm saying. Now, if you now put this plus now, plus this string, plus 40, what is it now going to give you? Your answer now, since computer runs from left to right, it's going to say 30 plus this space plus 40. It's not going to say 30 plus 40 plus space. So now your answer will be 30 space in the middle, 40. Do you understand? I don't know if you're actually getting what I'm saying. Okay, let's just go to the next slide. Now, okay, whatever I was explaining was, see, what I was talking was, is short, is still this stuff. When the Java compiler is counted, the compiler determines the if the left operand and right operand are. It's what I was saying. Let's just go to the next slide. Next slide. Okay. Now see examples now. You say int x equal to 1, int y equal to 2. Now your string output is equal to test plus x plus y, test plus x plus y. Now, what is going to happen? Your results now will be test 12. You know why your results will be test 12? Because see, computer is executing like this. It's executing like this. Don't make the mistake of saying that computer will take that as y plus x first, because 1 and 2 is here, x is 1, y is 2. Because x is 1 here, y is 2. So don't think that your computer will not tell you 1 plus 2, 3, plus test, 3. No, your computer is executing from left to right. So it's going to hold test first. It's holding test now. Test now is the string. It now adds 1 to it. Test 1. It now adds 2 to it. So your answer is going to be test 1, 2. Do you understand? So in this type of stuff, some people now can be like, x is numerical figure, y is numerical figure. So why is it that I thought maybe here, since your string is going to be an output, but x here is a numerical figure, is meant to give you an error because you are adding numerical figures to string. That's the question some of you might ask. Note, no, for this instance, no. Why? Because there's an automatic conversion, you understand, from the numerical figure to the string data type. In the sense of you are requesting a string data type, you are requesting a string answer from here. You're requesting an output in form of a string. Now see what the computer will do. You said test. Test is the word. Plus 1, test 1, plus y, test 1, 2. Now look at this one now. This one is different. You said string output equals to x plus y plus test. Now remember that your computer is executing from left to right. So it's going to say 1 plus 2, which is 3, then 3 plus test, which is 3 tests. Do you understand? If you don't understand this video, maybe how you're using plus to join strings and words, watch the last video. We're going to upload the day 5 and the day 6. This one is the day 6. Watch the day 5. We have not uploaded it, but this night we're going to upload these 2 videos, day 5 and the day 6. You understand very well. So now you see, adding these two things now will be x 1 plus 2, 3 plus test, 3 tests. If you want us to put it in our code, maybe to see whether what we are saying is a lie, we are still going to practice it if you want. Now to get, okay, what of now to get the result of test 3, assuming this answer was not here, test 3. Now don't forget your Bodmans. I think in your day 4 you did operators, arithmetic operators, and I think you did in the order how they are. It's just like Bodmans first. Things in the bracket are calculated first. before things outside. So now if you want your results to be test 3, how are you going to write it? Remember, if you write it like this without putting the brackets, your computer executes from left to right. So it's going to execute it as test plus this one first plus this one. But now your stuff is inside bracket. So now our computer executes. To execute it still from left to right, tell you test plus this bracket. Now what is inside the bracket? X plus y. X plus y is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Then it carries the 3 and joins it to the test, which is test 3. Okay, if you don't know what we are talking of, let us show you what we are saying. Okay, let us comment this so that it's not be executable by our programs, not be executable by our programs, by our compiler. So assuming I said okay, string string first person equal to say the first person here was, okay, let me use those present in the class, Uchechi. That's if Uchechi is even still around. And string, okay, Uchechi, let's say yeah. Okay, let's not use here. Let's try and get Uchechi's age now. It's Uchechi's voice. The voice used to talk to me this night. I think Uchechi should be around. Okay, I don't know. I'm not good at guessing. Let me say Uchechi should be 21 or 19. Let's give the Uchechi 19 years old. 19 years old. Okay, so age equal to let's say Uchechi is 20. I don't know if I'm right. Okay, sorry, I've declared wrongly. It's meant to be int. Uchechi's age is 20, and int okay, int, let's say int t equal to 1 here. Okay, 1. Now we want to do something. Now we want to join Uchechi. We want to get Uchechi 201. You understand? Now how are you going to get such a thing? See, system dot out dot springs. Okay, string results equal to string results. Okay, result should be here. String results should be here. Okay, string results equal to I want to get, see what we're trying to get here. We're trying to get Uchechi 201. Now what are we going to do? Remember, your compiler is executing from left to right, so we're going to put Uchechi first, or you can put first person. Okay, short, let me use Uchechi. Let me not use first person, so it's not from 0. Uchechi and Uchechi plus, so it's going to be Uchechi plus age. Okay, let's not use age, let's just use the number itself. 20 plus Uchechi plus 20 plus 1. Okay, once get 100 now. Now computer is going to from left to right, so it's going to execute Uchechi first. It will take Uchechi, then to now add 20, now be Uchechi 20, so now add 1. It's not going to say, because see, when it takes Uchechi first, it's going to be Uchechi, then it's now add 20 to it, now Uchechi 20. And you cannot say Uchechi plus Uchechi 20 plus 1 is equal to Uchechi 21. No, this is already a string, so to just add this one to itself, which now become Uchechi 201. So that's it. So if you run this stuff now, you see that what I'm saying is not a lie. My program is running. Okay, so you see Uchechi 201, you have seen it now. Okay, now let us say, Okay, now let us say that we want to let us say that we want to print let's say that we want to print want to print let us say want to print 21 uchechi, print 21 uchechi. Now what are we going to do? We'll say for because since it runs from left to right and wants them to add, so we'll say 20 plus 1 plus uche uchechi. Yeah, uchechi. Now if you run this program now, computer is going to see how computer is going to do it. Computer is going to say this is what we're trying to print, Abby. Yeah, you have seen it now. Computer is going to first of all is going to be like, okay, is here we're going to, let's say, because here we said uchechi. So now computer is now going to be is to first take 20 because it's executing from left to right. So it first take 20, now say 20, to now add 1 to it, which now becomes 21. Before it now adds uchechi, it now becomes 21 uchechi. Do you now see? Ahead. That is how it is. We have done the program and you have seen that it's 21 uchechi. Now let us say we want to print uchechi 21. Uchechi 21. Now what are we going to do? Now remember that if you do it like this, if you add plus 20 plus 1, it's going to give you, this now is going to give you uchechi 201. So now how are you going to make this now to be 21? That's where you put your bracket to show that computer say I want you to add this thing separate first before you join it to my uchechi. Do you understand? So now what's the computer now do? Computer first of all is executing from left to right to collect uchechi. Then when it collects uchechi, it will now say okay, it will now collect what is in the bracket. Like it will collect the bracket as a whole, because just like 20 and plus 1 they are inside a house, so it's dragging the house to itself. So as it's dragging the house to itself, 20 plus is 1, like 20 and 1 they join together, like they now sum up themselves, and by the time they sum up themselves, that's when, you know, when you add something in a bracket, when you finish calculating something in a bracket, that's when the bracket can now open. So when they have summed up themselves, they will now have 21 to it. That's when 21 will now join uchechi. So that is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, now to recall on yesterday, let us say I want to print uchechi plus, so I want to print uchechi and space, I want to print 21. Now what are we going to do? Okay, let's not just do this one. Okay, you see what I'm going to say. Remember to get this space here. Space is a string. I told you that space is a string on its own. And even if you give all this space, once you print this stuff now, it's still going to join everything together. The compiler, they don't take note of space like this. You get, it's white space insensitive. Now for you to give this space here or give this big space, anyone you want to do, what are you going to do? You concatenate string, you join the string together. Now you join space. Now do you now see this space now? Because of I've joined, or let me just give space out, my whole group spaced out. Now because of this space here, before this 20 and plus 1, that's why your answer now is now going to be like this. Assuming I give spaces here, remember that this thing now are strings. This space now, this big space is a string enclosed in this quotation mark for a computer to recognize the space. Your answer here now will not be, once you print that, will not be something like this. Okay, let us run it and let us see what we're talking about. You have seen it spaced. You have seen because of this thing that we gave, and so that's what we're saying when we say space is a string. Yeah. So now the class has almost ended. The next thing we're going to go for now, what we're going to teach in our next class is, the class has not ended though. Let me finish saying what I want to say. We're going to teach declaring, how to declare objects. Remember that we taught how to declare variables and data types like numerical data types, like numerical variables. Now we're going to declare we're going to teach you guys how to declare objects variables. Now see this code here. Now this code is in the next class that you guys are going to learn this code, this thing I did here. Now what am I interested in? Jane frame my window equals to new Jane frame. Now we are going to tell you how these things are done and how you do this stuff, how you declare objects and use objects. Remember when I was teaching my first bank something our pre-course video? If you have not seen it, you go and watch it. We were talking about objects and how objects are under classes and how they are being controlled and methods are being passed to it and they obey them. Now if you type this stuff now in your compiler, okay, I can just give you just quick, I will not call it a classwork, just copy and paste. Maybe you can screenshot this stuff or you can screenshot your phone or whatever you're using, screenshot this code and type this code exactly as it is here. The only thing now that you will not type now is this class. You can change this class to be your name or let it be any name that you want, like when creating your document. Okay, I can give you like an example. Okay, like now let me create a new this now type. Let me show what I want you guys to do. New project, or okay, just go to project and it's loading, 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 loading. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so I want you guys to you click here, you click next, you click next again. Whatever you want to put here, maybe my first program, you can put first program. Then it's going to ask should it open. Okay, let's use new window, anyone you want to use. Maybe if you have not done anything before, I don't think that stuff is going to pop out. Now you go to my first program, click my first program, and if you click my first program, you don't know why my computer whether it's overheating. Sometimes you need to buy new systems. Okay, you source code, you right click your source code. Remember I told you that source code is where the computer or the compiler runs your program from. You right click your source code, you go to new, go to Java class. Now see what I want you to type here. You can type anything of your choice, but if you type anything, anyone you want, you understand, anything you type here, you are going to replace it with this stuff here, with this thing that I typed here. So you can either type this stuff, like type this stuff, you can either type this stuff here, sorry, this stuff, just this ch2 sample 1, ch2 sample 1, just type it, or you can put any class of it, or you can type anything of your choice. So let us say maybe I'm typing let me give you an example. I'm typing what am I going to type here? Let me say I'm typing house. I typed house in my own, so I clicked enter. Now it's going to show me house. Now remember, we're still talking on the same stuff. Okay, let me add public here, public. Okay, now apart from here, you know, if you so the something I want to give you that the take home kind of assignment I want to give you guys is this place. Now equate it to that with house or whatever you use to create your class, understand? Then copy this stuff, copy it one by one, make sure you are getting the punctuations and everything. Copy it one by one in your computer. Don't forget to add this stuff too. This one is a must. It's a must. If not, your program is going to give you error. Don't add this stuff that I wrote in the beginning. Yeah, just from imports down to the last thing. Very, yeah. So let us say, okay, let me copy this stuff, but I did not say you should copy. I say type it, IMPO ahead. You know, when you type something, you get more familiar with it. And I want to undergo the stress of typing it. People still understand what it actually means in our next class. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to paste it. Okay, I've pasted it, and now this stuff, I you come here and copying it, copy it and pasting it. Yeah, I was trying to type it. Okay, what's this? Mm, yeah. So now, if you run this stuff, I'm just the importance of declaring object, and if you run this stuff, if you click run, this is what it's going to show you. It's going to be like an app. You understand? It's going to be like an app, and I'm going to tell you guys how to do this stuff in our next class. Yeah, if you don't attend the next class, I advise you to watch the video and everything. So if you run the program now, this is what it's going to show you. Remember that this thing, it says the result of the running chapter 2. Now we typed house in our own. You understand? Okay, so now let me run my own, and this is what your program is meant to show you once you run your stuff. This is what the program is going to show you. Let me run my own now. Okay, I've not run this program before for the first time, so I will go to run and click run and click house. Now it's running, and you will see what is going to up. You will see what is going to pop up. Now I've started Java programming. Welcome to the world of programming. Okay, sometimes if it runs and it does not show, I'll tell you where it's hiding, but most of the times it's meant to show. And okay, I think my own is hiding. Okay, so you go to your task manager, you press alternate plus control plus delete, then you see where the wrote task manager, you click on it. Mine is already opened. Okay, you see, I didn't even go there, mine was not hiding. So you have seen the app, itself. This is the app that we just formed. Now this is the Java app that we just programmed. Now welcome to the world of programming. Okay, let me just flex something. Let's say what I'll write now is who are those present in the class? Okay, Uchechi, Olebube, 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 Michael. I don't know if I spelled this thing well. I don't know about that spelling. Okay, and let's run this stuff again. Okay, and I'm just actually yes. Okay, so let us see what is going to show us now. So it's going to show us is running. Okay, so you have seen the app Uchechi, Olebube, and Michael. That is the title of this application now. So in our next class, I'm going to show you guys how to create methods and how to do this kind of stuff, how to pass objects and do this kind of stuff. So this is the object declaration. We're going to show you how to do it. This is the object declaration. I'm just like highlighting everything. You don't actually need to understand what I'm doing now. I'm just trying to, so that if you sit in our next class, you might not be so marveled and this is the object creation, that thing that is showing, and this is the object declaration. So now you have seen the difference now. Like, this is what we're actually going to treat in our next class. These two stuffs, how to declare them, and we are going to also touch a bit on how to do this method and or whatnot. So once again, I hope and I know that I believe you guys actually understood everything we're saying today, and thank you guys for coming. If you want to ask me any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask me any questions. And since you guys are just two that came today, be consistent in programming. Be consistent in programming. And I don't think there's anything I can say again. Thank you guys for coming. Goodbye. But if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask your questions. But if not, see you guys on Wednesday with 3. After 2 minutes, I'm going to, okay. Michael said bye, okay. After 2 minutes, I'm going to end the call if there are no questions. Okay, alright. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question. When are the particular days for the class, like normally, because like the normal days?
Okay, the particular days for the class are Wednesday,
Yes.
Friday, and Saturday. 1 hour at most. That's what to try to. And the time is going to range from 7:30 to 10. Like, I don't mean the class is 7:30 to 10. Oh, like we're going to
Okay.
fix the 1 hour class between that range. Like today now, fixed it by
Okay.
9. Maybe next time can be 8:30. Maybe another time can be 7:30. But just within that range. So yeah,
Okay.
we're going to send you guys the link before each class, so you see the time there. Okay, so
Thank you.
yeah, I hope you understood today, or was it
Yes,
somehow
I
clear?
understood today. Actually, it was better than that last one. That we're not really hearing the guy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay
And
now.
I'm not up to 21 years old, but thank you.
I do one. Oh yeah now. Bye bye. Good night. Michael, big head.
Ade, how far?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I do, guy. I did me now.
I get the mad. See, how far now? The class was nice, guy.
Are
You
you
did well.
are you serious,
You
guy?
did very
Thank
well.
you, guy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, oh. So you just prank everybody today now. I was telling you to buy
Eh?
bread. Nice one.
Guy, okay, I not tell you now. I fell sick, guy.
Oh,
I
it's
don't go to try.
okay. It's
Yeah,
not actually a
yeah.
prank.
I don't want to. No, it's not a prank. I was meant to. I've already packed to come now.
Are you
This one I
serious?
still having fever.
Are you
Yeah, this one I
sure?
still having fever. I have to
Sorry.
go for test.
Yeah, try.
It's malaria.
Are you serious?
They're
Yeah.
taking drugs. Yeah, maybe by Monday I'll come back.
I'm actually having this strong
Uh,
feeling, that us will suspend strike tomorrow. I don't know.
yeah, even me say that's what I was feeling.
I'm actually
I was
feeling
feeling.
it because of students, not because of. And guy, my report, guy, I don't know. Gosh, I'm going to start this night. I'm in trouble, guy. Which chapter you have
Just
your
like
own?
2 days. I'm seeing the first chapter now. Just that first copy and paste chapter.
That's what you have not
Guy,
gone anywhere now.
not going anywhere, guy. That thing, I don't know. It's just devil that is doing that thing. The kind
I'm,
of laziness is
I'm,
this.
I'm telling you, guy. If I'm losing 40 pages or more, guy, it's not funny. It's not funny at all, guy.